I'm going to get straight to it. Always put your mental health first before anything. You know, whether you're working a job, trying to create content, sometimes this stuff can get stressful and make you just want to give up on life, in general. Take me for example, I'm trying to see past these same individuals or entities that I speak about a lot. But like I said, it's very difficult when you're constantly under attack. But you always got to keep putting it in your brain over and over. You are in control of what you allow to get in your brain, or what you pay attention to, etc. That's the reason why, I jump on here and I always say for those real ones, because again, I do feel like there's some supporters that's on this channel, but I also know there's a lot of trolls and bots and, monitoring entities, that always keep they eye out or whatever. But you have a mission that's at hand. You don't have time to really pay attention to negativity or get in a relationship with someone that's not, helping you in some kind of way, elevating to the next level. A so-called friends, as I speak now, I got a lot of family, saying I've been distanced, I don't talk to people, I stay to myself, but they don't realize I'm like that with everybody. I never used to be this way, but nowadays I've been like this because I really don't know who to trust. Because your family could be some of the closest people to do harm to you, and it don't necessarily gotta always be physical. You know what I'm saying? And just like you got a lot of different things that try to throw you off of things that you should be doing. Like now, I have to take time out to do other things, to take care of other things. I'll just put it like that. Certain things ain't happening right now on YouTube for me. I can't be upset about that, because this is something I like doing. But at the same time, you shouldn't put your energy, and I'm not going to put my energy into negative type of entities. My whole goal is positivity. When I speak of war, being a prisoner of war or anything like that, is because, if the shoe fits, wear it. You know what I'm saying? I come from a long bloodline of warriors, called anointed individuals. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many that's chosen. I let the universe speak for itself. Well, you may be a part of those ones that's here to help, bring awareness to certain things. I really don't care too much about, all the social media stuff. That's another reason why I've been so behind with social media, this, that, and the third, because I've always been in my own zone. Even when I was doing things in the street, at what they would call low vibrational, I feel like I've always vibrated high. And this is for those real ones that's always been vibrating high. You just don't fit in. You gotta accept it. I do got a certain video that I'm working on right now, but I want to gather more information, because I don't want to be up here just saying stuff or trying to get something off someone else when I could go read, write, meditate, and even listen to certain documentaries. You got to take your time out, especially if you're going to be putting content out about characters, places, and things. You know what I mean? Just like if you're speaking about the Bible. If you don't know that much about the Bible, why would you be speaking about the Bible? You see what I'm saying? You got to do your own due diligence. You know what I mean? Or Thor, or any type of what they would label mythology, type of characters. when you go deep in saying that life is a game, it doesn't mean like it's a game, but it is a game. It's only meant for certain ones to catch this. A lot of people not, just because they not on a certain level. I haven't even scratched the surface with certain things I could talk about, but I have to keep in mind there's a strong sensory that's going on, you know? And, you know, it's other ways around certain things, but, you know, you also have to be careful of things you say, whether it's truth or not, because, you know, the enemy is always lurking. The enemy is always searching, you know? The enemy is relentless. It doesn't matter what you call or chosen for. They're not going to stop just because you may be this being, that being, connected to the this, connected to that. These devils and demons and whoever, all these entities, they don't care. Sometimes you got to learn from your real enemy besides yourself, which is your biggest enemy. You see how they just don't stop? They can literally see evidence that you could be linked with supernatural things, all kind of stuff. That never stopped the enemies back in the day. That never stopped these people from doing whatever they did to people in the past, whether it was a true story, whether it was made up, whether it was looked at metaphorically. What you get out the story is the enemy don't stop. So you can't just be giving up. If you're not willing to face this, you know, this fight and go through the storm, stop labeling yourself things. Bow down gracefully. I'm not going to do that, and I know them real ones are not going to do that. Give me my flowers while I'm here. Give you your flowers while you're here. You know? And I've been having all kind of problems with my throat and trying to speak, like something trying to stop me from speaking or getting out certain messages, man. And this content is not just for guys, it's for women, underdog, immortals, like I said before. An underdog doesn't not necessarily just mean a man. There's a lot of underdog women, there's a lot of strong females that even got to play the role of a male and a female. So shout out to them real women that's out there doing what they got to do. But yes, maybe my content gravitate more to men because of the masculine energy. You never been on this journey alone, but it was meant for you to feel alone because the Most High want to see what you can do. You have to realize that everything that's happening on earth is happening in a higher, more advanced way in the heavens. Should I be saying this again, that as above, so but the same thing? It was fascinating for me to be looking on a Discovery Channel to realize we got lakes and rivers underground. Worlds within worlds. See, the real ones may have a clue of who you are and who I am, but I don't really think they know who you are and who I am. You could have gave up a long time ago, but you didn't. And you know I'm talking to you. I know I'm not talking to those other people. Let them continue to. They know not to touch. Excuse me. Touch and play with the real anointed ones. You know, because the truth is in the pudding. There's a lot of people that just gave up. You know, they wasn't strong enough to go through these battles. Because the biggest battles and the biggest enslavement is the ones that's on your brain. Things that you got up here. The physical change wasn't much. You feel me? You can, the big change, the big enslavement is the enslavement of the mind. Because the mind is a terrible thing to waste. See, I know it's been a lot of, I'll just say, disagreeable beings that's been hating on you, don't want to see you have anything because they see your greatness, but they're here to try to block you from it or hinder you from it as long as they possibly can. You could be a light worker. You can be an angel in human form. Others can be a demon in human form. You know, you got to understand a lot of this stuff goes so deep. All of this. Nothing new is under the sun. You think these people coming out with all these new inventions and all of this stuff, it's not new. You got to understand, not only that the devil is a liar, you know, every other name in a book that you can ever think of terrible word, but the devil is also a thief because he comes to steal, take, and destroy. Also, you have to have a understanding about certain species. I'm still learning. I'm learning as I'm speaking now, because there are agreeable, what they call reptilians, and there are disagreeable, of what they call reptilians. Now, I'm not one here to have a full debate on who or what that could be, because let the truth be told, they say we have a reptilian brain and certain things that was genetically modified inside of us. But whether you want to believe it or not, and for the ones that know it beyond belief, that as well as you can have the DNA of what they would call God, you can have the DNA of what they call a devil. Because you can't have the yin without the yang. As much as you can be light, you can be dark. That's why I try my best to not get negative. Because I know just as much as positive I try to be, how many people I try to help even when I have nothing. Once that negative switch get cut on, it's hard for it to go out and not get very, very dark. And I know you could get very, very dark too. I never said I was perfect. Even the gods came down and came into the women of the earth. And did certain things according to certain sources that they may not should have done, or maybe it was permitted. You got to do your own due diligence. Cain and Abel, Enki and the Lil. We can go on and because a lot of these characters are nothing but the same characters of a story that's been told over and over, just switching up characters, places, and things. Nothing new is up under the sun. Nothing. Yeah, I want to get deep with y'all on this one, you know? I'm working on a few things. Like, you may not believe, like I said, it's worlds within worlds. Lakes within lakes. Life within life. Blood cells. You have armies and nations inside of your body. You have suns. But that's for a whole nother video. You know? When they tell you that the truth is stranger than fiction, because the truth is, they think that half of us cannot handle the truth. And once you start to realize you are way more powerful than they told you, while labeling you a captive individual, incompetent, ignorant, you have a lot of potential. But you have to understand it's been program after program and program to make you feel worthless, to make you feel like you don't have a voice, to make you feel like you don't have a choice. And you have a choice, and you have a voice. See, they don't want these real warriors around, but they know it's not that much they could try to do. Yeah, they're going to try everything. And no, I'm not going to sleep on the enemy at all. Because you must realize we all fail whether we chose to come back here or not. In some type of way we fell from grace and chose to come back here and serve out a purpose. Wipe the coal out your eyes, open them up, and see life for what it really is, unless you want to take the other pill and live in that illusion. We are all being tested. You know, whether we high ranking this and that, in some way, shape, and form, we all some type of experiment. And that's why you have watchers. They're studying you, they're studying me. The evil ones are studying me, they're studying you. The watchers are studying them. But this is my personal opinion when I feel like, just like in the army, just like how you had kings, peasants, or you had gods and emperors and this and this and that, some of us just are, I'm trying to say this without trying to put people down, but you know, some of us and certain one of us are not only earthly but celestial royalty, came down to experience. It's so deep, I don't want to drag it so long, because they said that God incarnated himself into earth to have an experience. God could be in all of us, and the devil could be in all of us. It's just what side you vibrating on more. What do you stand for? Do you stand for more of the good, or do you stand for more of the bad? Are you a Scrooge type of person that want to be so greedy and get all this monetary gain, and you don't want to help nobody out, or you could care less of who survived and who don't? That's draconic. You know, you are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. If you don't know what it is yet, just like me, I feel like I know a few, but I'm still searching. Continue searching, and you shall find. The Elohims may not come exactly when you want them, but they always on time. It's Triple Ones, the God, our owners. Like, comment, and subscribe, share. Turn on your post notifications. You know, I ain't gonna get too deep on more, because otherwise I'll keep going. But I have some more deep, different, you know, content coming. Not different, but you get what I'm saying. You know, people want you to be simple-minded and look at you like you crazy because you may believe in mermaids or mermans. Why can't it be a possibility? They say we walk, the ancient man, prehistoric man, walked amongst dinosaurs. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna get too deep. I'm out. Check out the content, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the short feeds. Support the channel if you like what you see. I'm out. Triple Ones.